Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Mastering Midlife, How to Thrive When the World Asks the Most of You. I am your host, Mark Silverman. If you're listening to this podcast, it means I was brave, I was vulnerable, and I am walking my talk because it's not a podcast I really want to put out. I love putting out content that's really useful, that has helpful tips, that has tools, that has some insights, whether it be a good, really good interview, or something that comes to me that I think is really worth sharing. Today, what I want to share is my head is driving me out of my mind. I just came back from vacation. Got really acknowledged by a client yesterday, very deeply acknowledged. Things are firing on lots of cylinders. Things are going really well. My practice is full. My content is moving. The podcast is doing great. My relationships are doing really well. But this morning, I woke up and I'm just not into it. I'm not into the work I have to do. I'm not into creating. I'm really grumpy about bills that need to be paid, unexpected bills that are coming in, things that are costing too much, people that I paid who aren't performing the way I'd like to see them perform. Things that I need to do to grow my business. So one of the things is the marketing part of this. In order for me to grow my business exponentially, there are certain things I need to do that aren't a 10 for me, that I just don't feel like doing. And I'm beating myself up about those things. I'm beating myself up about everything. I was just on a call with a client who was beating himself up. And I was there for him. And when I'm coaching, I'm not usually present to how I'm feeling and thinking about me. I'm usually with my client. But when he was talking about beating himself up, I told him, my monkey mind is driving me crazy today. I am the worst piece of crap in the world as far as my mind has told me. I'm overweight. I can't fit into my pants. I'm not making the money that I need to be making. And I'm more successful than I've been, ever as a coach. But my head is telling me, you just completely failed at everything and you just need to give up and you just need to die. So the thought that I want to die is with me today. I just feel horrible about myself. Well, let's see. I feel horrible. I really don't feel well. I don't know what's wrong with me. My partner was up throwing up the other night and we just got back from vacation and, I'm just not firing on all cylinders, eating really well. I'm exercising. But I'm not feeling well. And my thoughts are of just negative. I have all my tools. I've done my meditation. I've done my reading. I've done my journaling. And this morning I got up. I exercised. I meditated. I had a meeting with my business coach. I met with a client. I planned the day. My 10s are planned. Nothing has stopped me. I haven't stopped in any way, shape, or form because I'm really adept now at sidestepping whatever my brain is throwing at me. Usually I'm free, I'm peaceful, I'm joyful, I'm happy no matter what my head says to me. I really don't care. Today I seem to care. And that's what I want to share with you today. What happens when you can't fight the things in your head? And here's the dirty little secret. You can never fight the things in your head. The days that I'm free are the days that the things in my head are going on and hitting at me. And I basically just don't pay attention. I pay attention to what needs to be done. I pay attention to the people that I love. I pay attention to my heart. I pay attention to my soul. I pay attention to God. I pay attention to all those things and not what my head is telling me. And today it's just loud. But because I'm practiced at it, I don't feel free today. I walk around and telling people, I'm free. I am so free. I am spiritual. I'm enlightened. I'm all these things. And really, that's how it's been. Today, it's not the case. Today, I am just feeling and thinking as human Mark, who doesn't have the tools, the capabilities, the gifts, the talents to make it in this world. And it sounds a little whiny, but I want to be truthful. I am not the guru on Facebook and on LinkedIn that's going to tell you how to be just fantastic all the time. Some days I am hopelessly human And I've also learned to not care about that. I want to share with you. I think and feel terrible about myself today, and I don't care. There's still things I want to do, things I want to create. I need to put out a podcast today. So that's what I'm doing. I'm telling you the truth about what's going on. So what wisdom can I give you from this conversation? I want you to get value out of me whining about my head and my body and all that stuff. And the only wisdom I can put forth is there's nothing wrong with you if you don't feel good that day. There's nothing wrong with you if you're not a ball of fire. There's nothing wrong with you if your head is telling you there's something wrong with you. It's just your head telling you there's something wrong with you. I have 4 more meetings today. I'm going to do those. I may not have a smile on my face. I may have a smile on my face. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but I'm going to continue to show up. So here's to the people who have the bad days and show up anyway. I love you tremendously. I really appreciate you listening. I want to share my wisdom and I want to share my humanity at the same time, because the only thing I ever want to do on this podcast is to provide you value for having given me your time and attention. So I hope this was valuable. I hope it wasn't whiny. And I'm probably going to publish it. So if you're listening to it, I just put it out there. Again, love you. Have a great day.